We have a stock drop happening this week and I'm so excited to show you what toppers first that we're going to have available on our website for you to absolutely devour. These are sensational. I'm literally so excited to show you all of these. I'm going to start with the blondes and then we'll move to the brunettes after, but feel free to skip through this video if you are not looking for a blonde and you're looking for a brunette. You can go and skip and find it. So let's begin. I'm going to start with a really cute blonde one. This length is so swishy and so cute when it's on. I'm going to put it on in a moment. This one is a soft ash blend, we've called it, and it is a 9x9 cap and it's 16 inches long. So soft ash blend. Let me just show you, speaking of the word blend, how I blend toppers into my own hair. Now mind you, this topper is shorter than my own hair, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. But I place the topper on, clip it all in, and then I use my luster blending brush to just pull out my baby hairs. I've got a little bit of clingy fibers in the front that just makes my hair look thicker and removes the transition between the topper and my own hair. And this is this cute soft ash blonde. It is obviously an ashy tone in the color. Let me try and move my own hair out for you. Such a beautiful color. It's got like a medium ashy brunette root, so it blends perfectly if you get your hair dyed. Love this color so much. This lighting, I mean, is a bright, well-lit window, so you can see all the dimension up close. Next one, I have a 7x7 cap in a very similar blonde. We've called this one Blonde Ash Golds. I am obsessed with this color. It's a 7x7 cap and it is 20 inches long and it's such a beautiful color. Let me hold that one up for you. Again, this one leans very ashy. It has the medium ashy roots on there and such a perfect piece. I just loved putting this one on when I was taking the photos. Our pieces just sit so flat. There is absolutely no way that anyone is going to know that you're ever wearing a piece. If you're looking for that ashy dimensional blend, and if you're someone who gets their hair colored, but you get regrowth like I do, these toppers are perfect because they're going to blend in your hair when you have your hair freshly done and also when your hair is growing out. I'm going to move to something a little bit more neutral in tone. This piece, look how nice it is. Look how nice. It's more of a neutrally to leaning warm, but not warm like you'd think, like not that orangey warm brassy. We definitely don't do that. This one is called Wheat Blonde Blend and it is an 8x8 and it is 20 inches. What I'm loving about all of these blondes that I showed you is just how much they blend into my hair. I mean, it is a little bit selfish, but I do love that. Look how beautiful this color is. When you're in that really bright light, it just really helps to bring out all the dimension in the piece, all the different colors throughout it. It is simply beyond. Another ashy one for you. I feel like my ashy and light blonde girls are going to be very spoiled in our drop this week because that was sort of missing from our last fortnight's drop. This one is called a Rooted Light Blonde and it is a 7x7 cap and 20 inches long. So this one has that light, like medium, but ashy root. So it's perfect for, your hair. If your hair doesn't throw any warmth, like this is perfect for you. And you just get, all our pieces are very dimensional. We very rarely, actually we don't do solid colors because we just like to have lots of dimension in our pieces. And that's why lots of women, like regardless of your exact hair color, you can make this work for you because there's so many colors in this that one of them is going to be very close to your hair. And remember, with a topper, you're blending it in with your own hair. So you're only really needing to make sure you can get a little bit of a good blend, get my brush, with your roots. And then the rest of your hair is pretty much blended in and covered by the topper. So if it's a close match, I say that that is good enough. This one is called Rooted Dimensional Blonde. It is a bigger cap. This one's a 9x9 and it is 22 inches. So we're starting with like a medium neutral toned root color, and then it fades out into lots of different toned blondes. This one is a neutral leaning slightly ashy, this piece, and it is such a perfect piece. Once again, all the dimension, perfect root blend. That root fades seamlessly into the rest of the color, so you're never going to get those patchy lines or anything like that. Such a beautiful color. This one is called Dimensional Rooted Blonde. This one is Ashy Blonde Blend. This is another 9x9 cap and it is 16 inches. This is so cute, so stunning. I love that color melt from the roots and then that fade out into the rest of the piece. It just brings the piece together so beautifully, and look at that light hitting the piece. It's just like glistening and glowing with so much color. Now 9x9 caps look exact, so all our cap sizes like 7x7, 8x8, 9x9, they all look visually the same when they're on your head. You really don't need to stress about cap size. You absolutely don't need to stress about cap size at all, because they're all going to work for you. They all just, wherever the clips land, that is where the piece is going to clip in to your hair, okay? So all the sizes will work for you and they all visually look exactly the same when they're on. The difference with the 9x9, for example, is the back clips come down a little bit further on your scalp, whereas a 7x7 is going to not come down as far, but all our caps are on that bigger side because they're very comfortable. We don't want to clip anything to this part of our head because that is our most sensitive part of our scalp, and the last thing we want to do is putting clips into there. Regardless though, our clips are very soft and gentle. It's taken us, we take a lot of pride in our clips, and I was someone who absolutely didn't like to wear toppers because the clips were always so like tight and rigid. I just felt like they were pulling my hair, and like I didn't want my hair loss solution, which is my topper, to be causing more hair loss. So I literally made it my personal business, my personal mission to find the most gentle clips on the market. And another thing about toppers versus extensions, for example, is an extension clip-in is going to be clipped in and then gravity sort of pulling it down, whereas a topper, it's sitting on top of your head. So the clips are just there to like hold it in place. So it's not pulling or tugging or doing anything with your hair. It's literally, you clip them in very lightly. You don't need to tense. You don't need to like scoop them and put them. You just clip them in very gently, very lightly, have a bit of give. You do not feel this topper on your head. It is amazing how something can look like, you know, it looks like so much hair, but once it's on your head, it just like melts into it and it becomes part of you. Okay, you're gonna love this one. This is called Blonde Bombshell. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be perfect for my natural blondes out there. And it's even got these lighter face framing money pieces of lighter color pop around your face. So that's going to really help to bring out your features and bring a brightness to frame your face. This one is a 9x9 and it's 22 inches. Let me put this one on. I'll blend it as well as I can for you, this particular piece. Love this color. It's neutral, leaning towards the ashy blend. And it's just such a perfect blonde. It looks like you've stepped out of the salon and you literally have done nothing. You've just clipped it in and you are ready to walk out the door and absolutely shine and get on with your day. Love this color. The root is very faint. We always put a slight, very faint root in there. Even with our light blondes, we just find that it looks more natural. It gives you that little bit of a shadow. The last one I want to show you of our blonde range is this one. I've called it Mermaid Blonde because it is so long. Oh my goodness. It is an 8x8. It is a 24-inch, but I think it measures longer than that. Let's have a look. So to measure a topper, we put our bendy measuring tape, starting it at the center of the hair and then stretching it out to the ends. Let's see what we get. Okay, it goes to about 25 inches. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. It has got a medium brunette rooting, and then it fades into like a light brunette rooting and then into this beautiful neutral toned blonde. It's very similar to my hair color, which is why I'm bracing myself. I'm so excited to put this on. It has got a very subtle lightness around the face to frame your face. Like I said before, brighten your features. Let's blend it in. This is just too gorgeous, this piece. This is absolutely Mermaid Blonde. Oh my goodness, this is gorgeous and perfect. Goodness me, I am obsessed with this piece. It is so long, so dreamy, and such a perfect blonde color that would work for so many of you. We are now going to show the dark toppers. I've got 5 beautiful darker toppers to show you. So I've got a combination of like darker brunettes and also some beautiful medium brunettes, but also some like balayages with darker blonde through them. So they are absolutely dreamy, dreamy, dreamy. This first one is the darkest one that we have in the drop this week. So this one is called Dimensional Darkest Brunette. It is 9x9 and it is 18 inches. Now this piece is our natural darkest brunette color, and you can see we've had these very subtle, very soft highlights added through this piece. So when you're really holding it up to that sunlight, you can see lots of dimension in the piece, lots of like intricate interest, and it is such a beautiful color. So if you already wear natural darkest brunette and you're wanting something to add to your collection, then this is a perfect piece. Next piece I'm going to show you is this beautiful dimensional brunette balayage. Now what I love about this piece is that it is a little bit of a shorter length. So this is a 14-inch and it is a 9x9 cap. Have a look at how that root just melts into the piece. I'm going to come back a little bit so you can see all that beautiful color hitting, like the light hitting the piece and just like bringing out those little pops of color. So this one is like a dark brunette root color, and then it fades into like this chocolatey brunette color, and then it's just got those little hints of light brunette that really just give it that like oomph of color. I am absolutely living for this color, and this length is so cute, swishy and swingy and light. You're absolutely just going to adore and love this piece. This brunette is called Be Mine Brunette. Super cute. We thought we'd spice it up a little bit with the names for Valentine's Day. Look at this color. This one is a 9x9 and it's 22 inches. It is a medium brunette, and then you can see it has these ashy blonde highlights scattered really softly throughout the piece. So it just creates that dimension. Colors like this are perfect for girls with just brunette hair who want to add color and dimension to their like look, but they don't want to go to the hairdresser and color your own hair. So when you put this on, overall you are going to look like a brunette, but it does have that highlighted dimension through the piece. So it just creates more interest, more bits of color, and once again you can have that highlighted look, and you absolutely don't have to highlight your own hair. That's the beauty and the benefit of toppers. This piece is called Sweetheart Dark Blonde, and it is 8x8 and our favorite length, 24 inches long. You can see this color is a melt of light brunette also with dark blonde in there, and then those little bit lighter ends that give it that really natural, really sun-kissed look. This is such a luxurious color. So in some lightings it is going to look darker, like all pieces, and then when you put it up with the natural light in the sun, you can just see that light hitting the piece so perfectly and so beautifully, which creates all that beautiful dimension and interest through the piece. Look, sometimes I just wish my hair was a little bit darker so I could wear these colors sometimes, because I just miss being brunette from time to time. But then when I see the blondes, of course, I want to be blonde. So it's just a never-ending cycle. But this color is absolutely stunning. It is a perfect dark blonde, light brunette blend. The last topper today is this gorgeous Cupid Honey Melt. This one is an 8x8 cap, and again it is 24 inches long. I want you to have a look at how this color melts into each other. So it's got these medium to almost dark brunette roots, and then that melts into a medium-ish brunette, medium to light, and then fading into this gorgeous neutral blonde at the end. So it's literally is the luster rainbow, so you can have every beautiful luster color in one piece. And this piece is going to work for so many of you with different hair colors, because it has those darker roots, but it does fade into that medium to light brunette, and then you've got the blonde at the ends. So let's have a look at this absolutely perfect blend of color. So this one is called Cupid Honey Melt, and once again I wish it would work for me. It probably does a little bit, but I definitely would need to darken my roots. However, such a stunning color. Go through the lace top toppers that are going to be up on our website this week for our stock drop. I have 3 blondes to show you, and I'm going to put them all side by side for you as well. So this is called our Boss Blonde. This one is 16 inches, and our Boss Blonde topper is inspired by our lovely friend Kelly from Hair Loss Boss on Instagram. I know that you have seen her before. This is the color that she wears and loves, so that's why the name is inspired, Boss Blonde. So we've got Boss Blonde. We've also got Ashy Rooted Blonde, which is 20 inches long. So I'm going to put those side by side so you can see very similar, but a very subtle difference. This root color on the Ashy Rooted Blonde is slightly lighter overall than the Boss Blonde, and but they're both an ashy root color. And then this one is obviously a little bit longer as well. The third blonde I have to show you is called Light Blonde Lover. This is a beautiful 22-inch lace topper, and I'm just going to compare that next to the last one I showed you, the Ashy Rooted Blonde. So the root color on this Lover one is slightly darker overall, and the overall tone is just that little bit leaning slightly more neutral, whereas the Ashy Rooted Blonde, as the name suggests, is more ashy. And then this one is the Light Blonde Lover. It is a little bit more of a neutral tone blonde. So there we go, side by side. We also have some beautiful natural lace top toppers going up on our website. So we've got some natural darkest brunette and some natural black. These are 2 of our most popular colors, and they are available in the lace top toppers this week. Let me compare the colors for you. So in my hand, this one is the natural black, and then our natural darkest brunette. They're a half shade difference from each other. They're both natural virgin hair, so silky, so buttery soft. So I've got two of each of these colors. So I've got 2 natural black. I've got this one that's 20 inch. I've also got a shorter natural black lace topper. This one is a 14 inch. And in terms of natural darkest brunette, I have a 22 inch and I've got a shorter 18-inch. That concludes our stock coming this week for our lace top toppers. We are, as you can see, so excited to bring this amazing new collection of stock to you for our toppers and our wigs. Now, to celebrate our mini Valentine's Day stock drop, we have a special offer. So if you shop with us in the first 24 hours of the drop, you are going to receive firstly $100 off, and secondly, we are doing free cuts with any piece. So you already know that our Luster signature cut is free with toppers all the time. Our wigs already come included with that signature wig cut. Now, what we are doing for this drop is all cuts, whatever cut you like, is free in that first 24 hours when you're shopping with us on the new drop. So let me just quickly explain. The signature cut is our face framing layers cut, but our most popular cut is actually our thinning and softening cut, which you can add for this drop free. It's normally 150 Australian dollars at the checkout, but we're doing those ones completely free. Now, our thinning and softening cut is it is popular because it is firstly the cut that I get on all my toppers. Now, I've got a topper on right now. This hasn't had any cut. This hasn't had the signature cut or our thinning and softening cut. Now, the signature cut is we'll take out some layers at the front, so you get those really pretty short layers, and they're so beneficial when you're tying your hair up because you can leave those shorter layers out at the front to give you lots of texture and movement when you're doing any sort of up style or any kind of style. It even gives you obviously that bit more movement when you're wearing your hair just down. But our softening and thinning and softening cut is I guess it already includes the Luster signature cut, but it all over, we thin out the piece all over to a really natural, lighter density overall. So it's very light, it's very natural. We'll take out some of this bulk in the front. You won't notice it like visually, but when you put it on, you will understand if you can compare two side by side that softening cut really does remove a lot of that sort of bulk that is a little bit unnecessary, but some of my girls really love that extra like hair in the topper. I personally love it both ways, but because you have that opportunity to add that cut for free, I'll definitely recommend it. It is an all over thinning cut, makes the piece very light, very breezy, lots of movement. So definitely take advantage of that. We are so excited for this drop. We'll see you on the website Friday.